Hey, and welcome to today's Clutter Corner. I'm super excited to have you guys join me today. I'm Angela Brown from the Clutter Corner, and today I have a special guest with me, Kathy McEwen. And she is a certified professional organizer, and she's the previous owner of a multi six-figure home organizing company. She's a mom of 5 kids, and she has a podcast called Organize for Success. So I'm really excited that you guys are joining me here today. Please help me welcome Kathy McEwen. So, Kathy, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thanks so much for having me on.
So, what are some of the reasons that clutter is interrupting our lives? How does it affect people's lives?
There's a lot of reasons why clutter is affecting many people's lives, and there could be different reasons. One, it could be that they never really learned how to keep their homes tidy. So, if you've never learned the skills, how do you expect somebody to be able to do them? They need to learn the skills. Sometimes it's somebody who's just suffering from trauma or depression or has a busy lifestyle and they're having a hard time finding time to keep up. So there's a lot of different reasons why people have clutter and it affects them in so many ways. Like it affects them physically because it could be tripping hazards or it could be a lot of dust in the air because it's hard to clean their homes if it's cluttered. There's so many different reasons it affects us mentally. Right? It can be embarrassment for some people, right? So they're embarrassed to have their friends and family over. There's so many stress, feeling overwhelmed. It's all part of having a lot of clutter, unfortunately.
And
Mm.
so, I would like to give everybody permission today to realize that you're not alone. I
Oh,
myself have too much clutter in some areas of my house, although I'm pretty good in other areas. And the areas that I'm not so great at, when I go into those rooms, I do feel different. I do feel like, oh, when am I going to get around to doing this? And I beat myself up a little bit because I know I should take the time to tidy up. And if I don't have time, like if I get back from a trip and I just open my suitcase and I pull out what I need instead of actually pulling everything out, putting it away and cleaning it up and then being done with the suitcase and putting the suitcase back away. There are things like that then make me feel bad about myself for a couple of days. And
mhm.
so I'm as guilty as everyone, but I would like for us all to give ourselves permission to say, hey, I'm not alone. Because when we
Absolutely.
give ourselves permission, we are okay admitting it. That gives us the freedom then to say, hey, I'm in control and I can make a choice.
Absolutely. You're definitely not alone. It's so common. And I think a lot of people, I remember when I went into people's homes, I don't go into people's homes as much anymore, but we did for 10 years. And everybody, when I walked in, they'd often say, I hope my house is not the worst you've ever seen. And you know what? It wasn't. And it's so common. And it's okay to have clutter. It's okay as long as you are working towards clearing some of that clutter out, then you're doing gold. It's gold, right? When you're able to get started and make a change, but you're not alone. It's so common.
I know that many people are in the process of change and they're empowered to change and they want to change. And then we run into a situation where, like you said, many people have never been shown how to declutter. And so,
Right.
what advice would you give for the people that are just getting started and they're like, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm turning over a new leaf. I'm going to change my relationship with stuff. But, but how do they begin? Do they call somebody like you and say, hey, show me how to do it?
They could. They definitely could reach out to me because we've helped so many people over the years. I have free masterclass that actually really good because it tells them exactly how to get started, when to get started, where to get started. And then the other problem I think people struggle with is letting go of certain items. They have a hard time letting go. So in my masterclass, I do discuss that as well on how to let go of those ones that you struggle to let go of. So definitely, I would recommend that you reach out for help if you don't know where to start. You can ask a friend if they can help you, a family member if they would. Some people are too embarrassed to do so. So asking for help from an expert is definitely another way to go for sure.
Thank you so much for joining us. And I hope you guys go over and visit Kathy at her website. And Kathy, thank you so much for your time and attention today. This was so helpful.
Oh, thank you. It's been fun. I really appreciate it. Thank you.